What's up, party people? Welcome to Honest Trailer Commentaries, the show where we commentate about honest trailers. Hopefully one of those you just watched. It's called A Wrinkle in Time, and if you stick around here, we're going to give you our deep thoughts behind the film, behind the writing of the trailer, and if you stick around to the end, a lot of deleted scenes this time, actually, almost as long as the trailer itself. It's a short one, but you know what? I banged out a rough draft. I left for Spain, and that's what you get some weeks. I was on vacation, but you guys stepped up to the plate. Tell me, what is your main takeaways from this film?
Well, I was the only one of the three of us, or really most people in the country, who saw this in the theater. And I kind of pushed for us to do this because I like doing honest trailers of super weird movies. And this movie is effing weird, man.
Yep.
Like, this is one of the weirdest movies that I've seen in a long time. And I just wanted us to do a movie about Reese Witherspoon and Giant Oprah.
Leaf Witherspoon.
Leaf Witherspoon. These kind of movies only come along once ever.
Once in a generation.
Okay, well, Joe, you tell us how you felt overall.
I went into this movie knowing how much everyone hated it and how everyone was like, oh my God, it's like this insane, crazy, bizarre garbage fire. And so I watched it, and I also read the book.
Yeah, thanks for that, by the way. Sorry, we didn't
it's fine.
use it.
It's fine, but it's like the book's just as insane. Like I don't know how you make this movie. I really don't. I think it's the king of, Dan is famous for saying you can just not make a movie, and I think Wrinkle in Time is like the poster child for it.
But people have heard of it, so you have to make the movie about it.
It's a recognizable thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this was a really good movie if you have not been tainted by cynicism in your life yet, and you haven't heard all the inspirational quotes and posts on your Facebook feed. I think this is a good movie for, as you say in the trailer, 10-year-old girls and people who are currently high. And I do think that this will be one of those movies that is not like Fantasia, definitely not like that exalted, but definitely something that's like, this will be a forgotten, like, whoa, did you see that? Because that is nuts looking.
Yeah.
Like, people will mute this movie, put on Dark Side of the Moon or whatever, and watch this for years to come.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it. It's not for me. It's definitely.
I didn't hate it. It's just weird. Like, the cadence is weird.
Yeah.
It's got a weird, movies have a rhythm, and this movie just has it never quite catches a rhythm. It just kind of goes from thing to thing, and it's very it's very just kind of in its own world, and it doesn't really invite you into it. It's just like, you're gonna watch this and you're gonna like it. And it's just very kind of like, wow, okay.
Was the interesting thing, sorry, because so was the book, because the book was like, and this weird lady just showed up in your house, and she's bumbling along, and you made her a sandwich, and then she pulled your mom in close and said there's such a thing as a tesseract, and then she leaves, and then you're like, who was that, Mom? And why does my little brother not seem worried about her? And then my
Is
mom
it all written
says,
in the second person?
Kind of, but it's just like one thing after another. Hey, your brother's like basically like a weird mutant god kid, right? And then right into weird idea after idea after idea, and at no point does it like take a breath.
It feels like it's a scavenger hunt, and you're going from like point A to B to C to D to E to F, but then to get from each point, they just make up new rules or just say new things. Like, now you're tired from tessering, so you need to meet Zach Galifianakis in a cave.
It's an and then movie, which if people have watched my Jurassic World thing, it's like there's movies that are because of movies, like because this happened and now this is gonna happen, and this is and then movie, which is like
this happens.
This is that, and then there's a thing, and then we went to this thing with the flowers, and then we went to a cave with Zach Galifianakis, and then we went to a neighborhood with a bunch of people bouncing balls, and then we went to this white room, and then we went. It's just like, okay, I get, and then you're just at the end, and you're like, what the hell just happened?
It feels like a kid describing the dream they had.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it. Yeah.
So it was weird. It was unique, but largely unenjoyable, except out of sheer appreciation for how strange it was.
Yeah, it's and even just. I wonder why, because I think if you look at like Selma and 13th, like Ava DuVernay is such an amazing director, and even then it's just like I wonder why you would look at her work and then this movie and be like, this is the perfect marriage of these two, because
I mean, it must have been her call.
She had a great.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a very distinct vision, and they committed to it fully. And you can't say that, but it's so weird. I would never have guessed that she would be attracted to a project like this, given her other work. You know,
I can see the attraction of being able to tell a story for like 11-year-old kids that need some self-confidence and need to realize that they're beautiful and they're tough and that they can, roll up their sleeves and get into the world. But this is that story with a whole lot of baggage attached to it, a whole lot of really weird, trippy baggage.
And the best stuff is when it gets to that story about finding yourself and why people are mean to each other, and that's the best parts of it.
In one montage at the end.
Exactly, one montage.
Well, he had an eating disorder, and this guy got passed over for promotion. And
But it's everything else. It's just like, wow, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, well, let's trip the light fantastic and watch Arnold's trailer for A Wrinkle in Time.
On we.
From Disney, the studio that will soon make every one of the movies you see, comes a movie made for everyone. From 10-year-old girls to people high on shrooms to... Actually, that's pretty much it. This one is really niche.
Yeah, that shot. Pause.
Wrinkle.
That shot of when the first start traveling and the tree is kind of vibrating. I literally had flashbacks. I was like, oh yeah, that's exactly how it feels right there. It's when everything's a little wobbly and nature's kind of breathing and a little fractally. That was I was like, okay, I see what's happening.
See where
here.
we're going.
All right.
What visual effects supervisor?
You've
was
tested before?
I've tested.
Is that what you're saying?
I tested in college.
You've absolutely positively tested.
Yeah, pretty strong. Okay. Anyways, just thought I'd point that out there. Heroid.
Enjoy the simple story of a girl with low
Contributing writer
self-esteem
to this,
finding her missing father and learning to
Australia.
believe in herself. While at the same time, director Ava DuVernay pours LSD directly into both your eyeballs in a bonkers mix of grounded, straightforward storytelling. And Reese Witherspoon transforming into a giant flying leaf Pokemon.
This is the part of the movie I was like, what is going
Freaking out,
on?
man. Meet Meg.
Pause.
A girl
Pause.
In the book and then the earlier movie that we'll mention later from 2004, she transforms into a big Pegasus with a Reese Witherspoon head.
I would have...
Or what would have been a
actually.
Reese Witherspoon head had she played her.
Yeah.
Do you think Reese Witherspoon got to design what she turned
Maybe.
into?
I don't know. But I love the rumor. DuVernay was just like, you know what I've always wanted to do with this story? Get rid of that Pegasus thing and put in this leaf Pokemon.
Turn
leaf
you
creature.
into a I can't even describe that thing. It's like a hang glider.
Also, she's like a
and
3
a
million-year-old star. I don't know.
She's like a what?
She's a 3 million-year-old star.
Well, they all are, right?
I think no. Like
they
Oprah's a
all-
wizard that you can't actually see.
Oh.
She's like a star.
But who does she play in the movie?
Do what?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. I do remember that, is that Oprah's character is something that you can never see. And they're
Yeah.
like,
Which hell no, Oprah's not going to play that.
Exactly. You don't bring Oprah in for a voice cameo. No. You make Oprah the biggest thing, literally, in the movie.
yeah. But that's wow, there she is.
There she is.
Anyways, just
Touching
play.
her face.
And
Goku hair.
that's the ultimate level of Super Saiyan. It's just Oprah.
That's over 9,000.
Yeah.
JT's
Freaking
a
out,
trance.
man.
There we go.
Meet Meg, a girl who gets bullied about as much as Meg from
Man,
Family
they are
Guy.
rough on Meg.
Shut up, Meg.
Yeah, shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg.
When her dad pulls an
Well,
Interstellar
pause.
and
She spends the whole first half of the movie getting relentlessly bullied, and then
Yeah.
the whole second half of the movie getting relentlessly complimented.
Yeah.
Yes.
the three fairies, the boy, her brother, her dad, everyone's like, "You're the most beautiful woman in the world. You're so smart. You're the best." And it's just interesting how they boom, switch on a dime.
I guess maybe I was, I don't know. I mean I had my run-ins with bullies in middle school, and it was usually it's over appearance, or it's over something that you're into, or it's over maybe your socioeconomic status. But the bullying in this movie like, do people really get? She was like being bullied because her dad disappeared. Like,
Yes.
I guess I just didn't realize how cruel bullies could
Hey,
be. That,
Spencer.
like, you're being picked on because
Spencer,
your
why'd you
father
bully people?
disappeared.
Well, mostly
you bully
because
kids like us?
because they were orphans. I would find that. No, I don't know. That did strike me as like
It's like that's
It's
a
a big
very
one.
very cruel. That's the cruelest.
she got bullied
bully.
for having her dad disappeared, and I guess like he was a crackpot. You know, it was like
Sure.
He had these bizarre theories, so they bullied her for that, and then but they also bullied her for what was it?
Having a weird little
having
brother.
a weird brother.
Having a weird brother.
Which again, is that a thing? I mean, bullies are just way more vicious. I mean,
It
they were
escapes me.
vicious
I'll
to
remember
me,
it later, but yeah.
those are really personal bullies. Those are-
Oh, and for having the cute boy over at her house, they were. She's like, "You got to get out of here!" Like they're gonna.
They're
no,
gonna
it was
wreck
for
you.
her. It was for his sake.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It's
That's
like,
right.
I'm gonna
I
bring-
take it back.
I'm gonna
Take
bring
it back.
down
Be
your
seen
rep.
with her.
Yeah.
Because her father disappeared, and you can never get over that in middle school.
Tough.
I also want
Very
to say,
specific bully.
principal at that school, bad principal.
Really?
Like, sits her down and he's like, "Hey, when are you gonna go over the fact that your dad's probably dead?"
Yeah.
Yeah, and the teachers
Teachers
at
are
that
the
school
worst.
are like,
They're real
"Man,
assholes.
what a weird kid.
What a weird kid and his stupid missing father. Like, what the hell? Who are you people? No wonder your children are terrible bullies. You're terrible people.
I guess she did need extreme complimenting to offset all of that because
Yeah.
they were
Oh, yeah.
just like really giving it to her with both barrels. In the beginning.
Jeez. Just a
Really,
town
really
of
brutal.
assholes.
Side note, just to say something nice about the movie, she's a good little actor. She's
great.
She's really good
She
in this
was very
movie.
good. I liked her.
I liked her. Did not like the brother, and they had him
Say crazy.
carry a
things.
lot of the load
Yeah,
of this
they
Yeah,
movie.
he,
He had
carried
to-
a lot. He was very precocious, but that was his only speed was precocious.
Did
God-
they explain in the
God
book
bless that young man.
why he's like a? Is he an alien?
I don't remember,
Is he like
man.
Walt from Lost? You just never find out why he's.
The first half of the book is just a lot of people, like, including his mom, be like, oh, I thought JTE rage quit.
Yeah, I just heard this giant slam.
It's just a lot of people being like, I mean, we all know that he's not quite like the rest of us. You know, in like a wink, wink, nod, nod, he's like a crazy telepath weirdo, probably.
But it's only like a wink and a nod.
Yeah, and also just pure, like Dan said, like pure acceptance. Like this is the story. Like,
Okay.
deal with it. Like this is a thing.
Well, there you go. There you go. Some people just like that. JT, you okay? You okay back there?
You good?
We ready to
Shut
play?
up, Meg.
Okay.
When her dad pulls an interstellar and crosses the universe with the power of love,
That's the frequency.
she'll team up with a
Murph.
brave young Sheldon. It's
a reverse Murph situation.
And a cute boy who just kind of wanders in.
What are you doing here?
I don't know.
Together, they'll
So
find
weird.
her dad on the set of Drake's Hotline Bling video and
catch. That was
defeat
a good
the
Dan
embodiment
catch.
of fear and negativity that feeds on children, known as IT. No, the other embodiment of fear and negativity that feeds on children, known as IT. That's the one. Get
Pause.
ready for
One thing that I noticed, but I just never mentioned or forgot to mention, was that the kid, he has like more layers. He dresses in more. He has like a huge like a varsity jacket that he takes off, and then he has like a t-shirt, and then underneath that t-shirt, he has another full t-shirt. It's like I've never seen anybody dressed.
The brother or the kid?
The kid.
The dude?
The kid. He has like he dresses in like 5 full layers of clothing. It's very bizarre. Like 2 maybe I get, but like a full t-shirt under. Is that a trend that I just never caught on? 2 full t-shirts underneath a jacket?
Well, if you were in middle school and his body was going through certain changes, I feel like, you
very
perspire more than you usually do, and you need
Maybe.
a burner t-shirt to
I don't
soak
know.
up the sweater.
I just never, because like I rock like a t-shirt and then I wear like an undershirt, like a tank top.
Sure.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm just not up with the latest trends that it's like jacket over t-shirt over
Over t-shirt.
another completely different t-shirt.
Now instead of a hat with the prize tag still attached, it's just 3 different hats.
3 different hats.
on top of
Oh,
each
there you
other.
go.
Put a hat in a hat.
I don't know. It was a weird detail that I obviously never mentioned because it's just too strange. But I don't know.
Pretty strange.
It's a difference. It's a
This
very
movie's
weird,
so weird, man. People are wearing 2 t-shirts.
Yeah. It'd be like if Marty McFly continually shed layers in the past, but every layer was just another t-shirt.
Under the vest
underneath
is
the
another
vest.
vest.
Underneath the future jacket. Sorry.
the one. Get ready for more A-list stars dressed like J-pop idols than an anime-themed Met Gala, featuring the larger-than-life wise sage known as Oprah as a more grounded 100-foot-tall version of herself.
So weird.
Reese Witherspoon as your favorite weird aunt,
We're warriors who serve the good and light in the universe.
and Mindy Kaling as that copy of Bartlett's familiar quotations you leave near the toilet.
Tomorrow.
Maybe that was too personal to
there'll
my
be more of
bathroom,
us.
but
Miranda, American.
The foot feels the foot when it feels the ground. Buddha, Nepali.
Dang. Tucker, American.
Enough!
Was that in
I
the,
think voice guy,
book?
internet.
No,
The
Chris
Chris Tucker
Tucker's
quote?
not in
She a
there.
Friday fan? Yeah.
no, didn't make it in.
Who I guess would have been the Chris Tucker equivalent in the 70s?
The 70s, like
Oh.
Richard Roundtree.
Richard Roundtree.
Shaft,
Yeah, no
American.
no Richard Pryor quotes. Yeah.
Yeah. Not in a PG movie.
That guy had sex with Marlon Brando.
Apparently.
So weird.
Yeah.
Not like, that having sex part, but the fact that they, I guess,
Just
yeah.
those two, out of all the people in the world that found each other to have sex with each other.
Yeah,
They
what an
met at
interview.
Met at
That-
a Superman convention.
At a Superman
What?
convention?
Yeah, they were both in the Superman movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God,
fan
yeah,
meetup.
you're right.
Jor-El and the
That,
funny
that Quincy Jones interview.
the funny computer guy, Gus.
Gene Hackman got in there.
Oh,
I want to
boy.
give that Quincy
70s were a
Jones
crazy
interview
time.
these visuals and just see what happens.
Yeah.
You should read that.
Yeah.
So thrill at the
Yeah.
latest Disney
Good
juggernaut,
move, JT.
which enchanted critics
Roll
and made
through
over $1 billion at the wait, what? It wasn't a critical success?
I'm underwhelmed.
And it was a box office disappointment? And this isn't the first time they screwed up Wrinkle in Time? That's impossible. I mean, that just doesn't happen at Disney. Is this a dream? No, seriously, is this a dream? Am I dreaming right now, man? Because I had a couple of edibles before seeing the movie, and I'm just kind of waiting for the second one to kick it. Oh, no.
Good read, John.
Starring the following lines from the movie that work better as motivational Instagram posts, read in a Matthew McConaughey voice.
Pause.
So
Now, I was gone when this.
So this is what happens when you go on vacation, Spencer. I emailed you, to be fair.
And said.
I did email you and said, what if he read these in a Matthew McConaughey voice?
And I did not respond.
You did not
Because you
respond.
were on vacation.
And I
Didn't
took
check.
that as approval.
But I did the and by the way, props to John, who on the voice record session was like, they've made this already, right? And I was like, what? And he sent me the 2004 trailer. I had no idea that
Wrinkle
they'd
in
already
Time.
made the movie. So that was a John catch. But I was just, we hadn't had a definitive answer from Fearless, so I was like, can you go ahead and do this Matthew McConaughey thing too? They were just funny.
It is funnier.
They're just way too funny.
I don't know why, but it is just funnier.
It's just, I don't know why. I was reading the script and I just, in my head, started reading them in a Matthew McConaughey voice.
Like a Lincoln commercial.
And like a Lincoln or a Carl's Jr. ad.
Yeah.
And I was just like, John could do Matthew McConaughey. I was like, what if we.
To me, the
for no
logic is
reason.
that the second edible's kicked in, and now he can only speak in a Matthew McConaughey voice.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
All right, well, let's hear it.
So yeah, here we go.
Love is always there, even if you don't feel it. Love without love is like a tree without blossoms or fruit.
They're all lines from the movie.
The wound is the place where the light enters you. What if we are not just in the universe,
It's
but the
this is
universe
the most
within
true
all of
detective
us?
of all of them.
In order to be great, it isn't enough just to be right. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind. I wanted to shake hands with the universe, but I should have been holding yours.
All right.
The Lisa Fredericks.
He goes right back.
To you, I give the gift of your faults.
My gift is my command.
Note to self, don't invite Reese Witherspoon and Oprah to your Secret Santa. Their gifts suck.
Yeah. Where's the car, Oprah?
Yeah, I know. I would,
Well, it's like the
would've wanted
weirdest
a car.
Yeah.
a
The
cheese
first
wheel.
lady's like, you think it's like the Lord of the Rings scene where it's like, here's the glasses,
Here's some
here's
magic
the
bread.
cloaks, here's the rope and the bread.
Nope.
And she's like,
Your faults.
I give you your faults.
Well, we didn't get into it, but Reese Witherspoon's like passive aggressive. She hates her the whole movie.
Yes.
She's another one of the bullies, like kind of piling on. Like, really, her?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
she gave her faults, so it's important.
Give you your faults.
They are important.
Thanks. I know.
Yeah, believe me.
They're with me all
I
the
give
time.
myself my faults every day.
Short trailer, but lots of cut stuff. So let's see what didn't make it in.
Strap in as director Ava DuVernay proves that faithfully adapting a classic children's book isn't always a good thing, as she accurately brings to life its crazy concepts, insane visuals,
Darling, time for dinner.
and absurd dialogue.
Wild nights are my glory.
Would you like to meet it? That happy sadist. I was chosen for my great verbalizing and materializing skills.
To explore themes like family, love, embracing your faults, and the reality that some crazy children's books can just, stay books.
I can't tell what they're saying.
I can. They speak color.
Mm-hmm. Of course they do.
Yeah, it was a weird scene.
Pause.
Yep.
Yeah. Just
Too much reading.
a lot of reading and
Too much words.
Yeah,
You
Plus,
guys didn't
anytime we draw
yeah.
direct comparisons to books, it always brings out an element of the crowd that knows more than we do.
Some
about
wrinkle
the
stand's
book,
gonna be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta just stick to the movies.
Yeah.
I feel like that happened with the Hunger Games. And
It did.
we're-
And our
Oh,
defense
been
was that
burned.
we were just basing it
just
on
talking about the movie.
So we
Yeah.
figured bring the books in, and we just opened up a whole new avenue of Maze Runner, I think, was actually the first Maze Runner that we got from the books. Like, well, if you read the book, it was very.
yeah.
It's like, well, we didn't. And we
didn't,
did
yeah,
the movie,
yes,
obviously. So, sorry.
Sorry if we misrepresented the Scorch, but I know you'll never make it in there.
Won't last.
The Scorch.
Scorch.
Why did I sound like Bill
Why'd you
Clay
sound
when
like
I said
Andrew
it?
Lincoln?
In the
Coral.
Coral, we're in the Scorch.
Sansa, join me in the Scorch.
Okay.
We got more
And
stuff.
a cute boy who just kind of wanders in.
What are you doing here?
I don't know.
You know exactly why you showed up, dude.
He creeped me out, I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
He's got a very child actor thing going.
Stop it.
Tone it down, Stalker Eyes.
Oh, that was the old voice.
Oh yeah, John did two different.
We did, originally we recorded through a mutual misunderstanding slash rushness. He recorded the trailer originally in a different Disney voice that was separate from this Disney voice.
Yes.
Which
And
was good, but
it felt too different.
yeah, it was just gonna be nothing but people going like, "You got rid of the epic voice guy," and
Yeah.
Yeah, just we went through it with Harry Potter where we did something accurate and people were like,
Bring back
"Where's
the old
boy?"
voice.
We're
It's
back-
like, it's still him.
It's the same guy.
Look at the credits.
Yeah.
He can do more than one.
So yeah.
We didn't include it with the run, but the climax of the staring is he leaves the house and closes the door and he looks at her through the window for a minute and walks away into the next window and it's just like,
Wow. A
and
two-window
then the
stare.
third window.
Oh.
It's a
three-window
stare.
Wow. Well, now I didn't know there was a three-window stare. I
mean,
might have been persuaded to include
Did we
it.
miss a chance to do a stairs montage? Power of Stairs?
I don't know.
Does anyone still remember that?
I don't
that we
think
used to do
anyone.
I think we're the
I
only
think it
ones
would be
that
more
care. Yeah.
confusing at this point for us to do
Because we
stairs
did it
again.
at
Agents of Shield.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., X3, or the
Yeah.
X-Men trilogy,
Yep.
and, of course, Twilight.
Yeah, we've done a few. It's Star Trek.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We
Oh,
did it.
Flares.
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 Yeah.
It would have been weird if Matthew McConaughey had suddenly been like, and stairs.
Do you remember when we did stairs? Let us know in the comments below, or would it just be confusing? I think it
Yeah.
would just be confusing.
Then all the questions would just be, what's the music track? Which we've also answered several times, which I also still can't remember. So
People have just stopped asking.
Yeah.
People would ask us.
Trade
once again.
secret.
No,
No,
we
we've said
we
it.
knew what it was. I'd forgotten. I used to know it offhand because that was the only question anyone ever asked us was,
What's the
"What's
stair
the
music?"
stair music?" Yeah.
Look it up. All right. Do you have anything else?
Tone it down, Stalker Eyes. Starring the following lines from the movie that work better as motivational Instagram posts, read in a
We saw
Matthew
this.
I think
McConaughey
we
voice.
cut a couple.
Do you realize how many events, choices that had to occur since the birth of the universe, leading to the making of you? To you, I give the gift of your thoughts. Electric Kool-Aid Acid Fest.
Oh, that's the
The Imaginarium of Dr. Duvernay.
the other voice.
That was like the.
It's a good thing these strange ladies that Charles Wallace invited into his house were mystical beings who wanted to whisk him away on an adventure. Because 9 times out of 10, if you run into a crazy lady's old rundown house, there's gonna be a murder. So it's Mrs. Witch, What's It, and who? I wonder who they're married to. My guess is The Rock, T-Mac, and Ryan.
So I thought it was when they said the misses. I thought it was like the plural of miss.
Oh.
Like, it's the misses, as in the many.
But then wouldn't they
miss.
call them individually, like Mrs. Who?
Oh, did they call her misses? Oh, then I missed that.
I don't know. It's probably better than we
Mr.
just
Mrs. I
dodged
think they
that
called
entirely.
Mrs. probably. Yeah, whatever.
I absolutely can't remember.
Yeah,
And
like
I looked at
in
so
the
many
book, is
pages
there
of it, I can't remember.
Is there Mr. Who?
No,
There's
no
the Doctor
Mr.
Who.
Who's. No
There's a Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Although this feels very
Actually,
Doctor
but there is
Who-y.
no Doctor Who.
Is there a Mr. What's It? Is that the candy
Is there a
bar?
Mr. What's It? I don't know.
There's a Mr. Fix It. Fix-It Felix. Man.
Is there a Dr. Pepper? It could be a woman. Sexist.
Sexist. This movie could have been a lot worse.
Really?
That book just goes like, because after the street with the basketball, and then they do the real quick beach thing, and then she puts on the glasses and finds her dad, and then fights a tentacle thing and gets out. There's so much more book. They like go into a whole city of basketball thing. It just keeps on going.
I always, I thought I had read this before, and I kept waiting for the doldrums to show up, and I realized I was thinking about the Phantom Tollbooth.
Ah, yeah.
Which I was excited for. I remember that's a cool animated movie.
Huh.
I'm sure Disney will make it soon.
It's coming.
It's coming, yeah.
Yeah, any other, what's your childhood classic that you're waiting for or / has been made and ruined?
Oh, man.
All of mine have been ruined.
Most of them have been made, I think. I hope they never unearth an American Tail. It's perfect the way it is.
Yeah.
Don't need to redo it, but they will someday.
I grew up with a book series called The Dark is Rising, which I loved, which they made into a terrible movie called like The Seeker, The Dark is Rising, like 15 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
That was horrible. And then Golden Compass, which was awful and didn't have an ending.
Okay.
Didn't they make a bad Encyclopedia Brown movie?
Probably.
I think they did, because I read those Encyclopedia Browns. Henry Huggins, I don't think they ever made into a movie. I read those books.
Orson Scott Card talking ruined Ender's Game for me, but then the movie stuck the knife in the corpse.
Knife in real deep. Are we due for a Ramona reboot? Probably.
Did they ever do Ramona?
The Beverly Cleary verse?
Oh, yeah.
Did they do Ramona already?
I think so.
Probably.
How about you guys ever read those Matt Christopher books about kids who are magically really good at sports?
No. What?
Nutty can't miss. He couldn't miss.
I got to know about those.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like Avengers, but they never met. But it was like different kids who, through different magical happenstance, could only hit home runs.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
My mom just made me read Dear Mr. Henshaw. That shit was depressing.
Wow, we're giving so many studios so many ideas.
Hardy Boys.
University.
How's there not
the
been a Hardy
Hardyverse.
Boys comedy?
Oh, man.
Yeah, the whole Hardyverse. Nancy Drew, Hardy Boys.
The Babysitters Club can get in there.
That's coming.
Oh, yeah.
That's coming. It's got to be.
The United Kids That Solve Mysteries verse. The Boxcar Children can show up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a good
There we
movie.
go.
What about the Mr. and Mrs. books? Ever get those? We're talking
Mr.
like
Funny?
baby stuff now. Yeah.
Oh, I watched Mr. Funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mr. Funny. I had the tape. Oh, yeah. Mr. Funny.
It's coming
Oh,
soon.
yeah. There you go.
Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed us talking about A Wrinkle in Time. We'll be talking about a movie for a little bit and something else for a lot longer next week when we discuss what are we doing next week. Oh, something really good. You could probably find another word for really good that would describe it. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I got my weeks mixed up, and I was like, you're being very sarcastic.
Yeah.
But no, you're right.
This is very good.
Very good.
Yes.
I hope you think this has been at least average, and we'll catch you next week here on Honest Trailer Commentaries.
Shut up.